What's up, guys? I'm Claymore, and today I'm doing something a little bit different. Recently, I saw a video that Jazza put out where he was messing around with this website called Pix2Pix, and he did a lot of fun stuff with it. But me being kind of somewhat in the portrait artist range, I wanted to give this a shot with like a real solid portrait that I took my time on. So Pix2Pix is a website where you come in and you use their simplistic tools and you draw like an outline to a portrait, and it's supposed to process that into a realistic piece. So for example, this is something that they already had put in here, and if I use the eraser and come in here and like erase some of these age lines, it's a little wonky. The tools you can't size, so you have to, yeah, that's about as good as I can do there. We're just gonna erase some of these age lines, make her feel a little bit younger. Okay, so now that we've erased all those age lines, we can hit process, and you can see it actually changes appropriately over here. And that's really interesting to me. I'm curious, first of all, about how they do it, but I also want to see some of the things that I can make with this. We're going to start probably a little bit more silly and relaxed, and then move our way up. Maybe we'll do like a couple cartoon characters, and then I will spend some time and I will draw an actual portrait and see how it turns out. So the first thing I'm going to draw is relatively goofy, and the proportions are all weird, but I used to watch this show all the time as a kid, and I'm going to be drawing Nigel Thornberry from the Nickelodeon show, The Thornberrys. And he's got a really interesting face, this really large nose, so I'm going to see what I can do to draw that, and I'm excited to see how it's going to interpret this. Man, this tool looks way worse than it does in the opening page. It's like this thick, blocky thing. I don't even... It's all pixelated and everything. Oh well. So by all means, I am not a cartoonist, but I feel like this is a pretty accurate representation of Nigel Thornberry, and I cannot wait to see what this interprets it to. It could be amazing, it could be a horrifying monster. So let's go ahead and click process. Oh my god, what is that? What? I don't even know what this is. Maybe, hang on, let me draw some more hairlines up here. Maybe it'll pull the hair out from the face. Let's try it. Let's try that again. It pulled it out a little bit. Oh my god. No. Alright, it does not like cartoon faces, I guess. I do want to try a few more, though. But that one is a bit of a failure. It definitely did not understand the proportions of that face. So we'll go ahead and clear that, and we'll start again. So the next cartoon character I want to try is another one of my favorites from when I was growing up, and that's Hey Arnold. With his football-shaped head, and I'm pretty excited about this one. It's pretty simplistic. I doubt it's gonna get it right, but at least this one doesn't have facial hair, so it's not gonna try and, you know, mess that area up. So let's see how this turns out. So here's my take on Hey Arnold. Feel like, once again, it looks like the character. I'm no cartoonist, but I'm excited to see what Pix2Pix thinks of this one. It's just a blurry mess. It does not like doing cartoon stuff, for sure. So maybe we should work with more normal shaped heads. So I'll pick a few cartoon characters that have less weird shaped heads, because it obviously does not process that very well. So the next character I'm doing is a little less strange looking than like Hey Arnold and Nigel Thornberry. I'm going to be drawing Shaggy from the original Scooby-Doo TV show. I used to watch this show all the time, and I'm pretty excited to try my hand at drawing him, because I've actually never drawn Shaggy before because I don't draw cartoons. But his face is a little bit more normal looking, and we'll see how Pix2Pix deals with it. So this is my quick interpretation of Shaggy from Scooby-Doo, and I feel like it resembles the character, but it's a little bit more normal of proportions than the previous one. So let's see how Pix2Pix deals with this. Oh god. He looks like a very demented grandmother. Let's see if we can fix this up a bit to make sure that everything is nice and clean on the actual output side, because I feel like this is the best one we've had yet, and I want to make sure I take a little bit extra time on it. So I've taken it a little bit out of the realm of the normal Scooby-Doo Shaggy, and I'm just trying to make this side, the output side, become a little bit more clear. Hey, that did actually clear it up. His eyes are still a bit wonky, but that that is an interesting result, because it actually even has like hairs on the chin. That's impressive. I mean, it's impressive what this little idea on this website can do. Like the fact it can take elements from just a scribbly drawing you make and try and turn it into something interesting. That is crazy. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to try and draw Fred from Scooby-Doo, because out of all of them, I feel like he has the most normal looking face, and we may be able to get a success with him. So I'm gonna go ahead and draw it out and give it a shot. So once again, this is my crude interpretation of Fred from the Scooby-Doo series. These tools are kind of hard to work with because it's just a single line that doesn't really respond well to my stylus. But let's see how Pix2Pix deals with this one. Please be good. Oh god, that looks blurry. Let's see if we can get it to register this as hair here. It looks like he's got a bowl cut. I want to see if I were to add some more details around the eyes, if it would pick up on that. Well, I mean, that's the best result we've gotten yet. It still looks demented. Alright, I think I'm going to take some time next, and I am going to do an actual portrait. At least the best I can using these tools, because it is kind of difficult. I can't do any construction lines or anything like that. It's just straight up like drawing. It doesn't look nearly as clean as the original image that they have on here, where it's all nice and smooth, pencil feathered lines and everything. They just give you basically what amounts to a crayon. Although crayons probably have more finesse than this. So when I was thinking about what portrait I could draw, you know, I was going through actors, maybe myself, maybe, you know, someone famous. And I was thinking, maybe I'll just draw Jazza, because this was originally his video idea, and he did draw a picture of himself in his video. Let's see if we can beat him. Without construction lines, this is gonna be pretty difficult, I think. But I've drawn quite a few portraits at this point, and hopefully I can make it work. I just really need to knuckle down and take my time and see if I can do something with these tools that doesn't turn out to look absolutely horrendous. So first, I'm going to do my best to do some form of construction lines in the simplest way I know how, which starts with just 3 lines. And then that is the chin, the nose, and the eyebrow. So then I need to identify the sides of the cheekbones. So these are kind of the side planes of his head here. I'm gonna do my best to go through and erase these, but I need to make some basic measurements to make it seem like him, and that's a little difficult when you can't use layers or anything like that. No! No, I accidentally hit clear. And I can't undo it either. Oh my god. Recompose yourself. I'll do it again. Oh. Okay, so I've spent about the last half hour, 45 minutes or so, just doing my best with these tools to draw a portrait of Jazza, and I feel like it actually looks relatively like him. I've gone through, I've made sure everything is as clean as I can possibly manage with these tools. I mean, it's really hard to draw with this. It's just a pixely line. So, I feel like I've managed to somewhat capture his image, and let's see what Pix2Pix thinks of this version of Jazza. Wow, that's not terrible. That's not terrible at all. I mean, it doesn't really look like Jazza, but the face is surprisingly good. So I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna refine this image. I'm gonna try and get this output to look as good as possible now. Obviously it's not gonna look like Jazza because it doesn't calibrate exact features like that, but I feel like I'll be able to at least clean up this output image and make it fun. So I'm gonna go through and I'm going to, yeah, clean it up a bit and make it look good. Okay, so I've gone through and I've messed with it a little bit, and this is just the first pass. We're gonna go ahead and hit process again. Okay, so it's relatively the same. I've made the eyebrows a smidge darker. I feel like these dimples are a little off. There we go. That looks a little better. I'm gonna fix the lopsided nature of this mouth. And I think we'll actually be getting kind of close to being done, because I don't want to mess with the eyes. I feel like the eyes are pretty good. Like, as good as I'm going to get it with this program, at least. So, let's, I'm going to work on the mouth and a little bit on the jaw. Okay. Well, I've played around with it for a little while longer, and it feels like once it decides it likes a design, it just sticks with it. So I don't think there's much else I can do to refine this. I was able to mess with the nose a little bit. The mouth is still kind of crooked. Actually, I'm gonna see if I can fix that really quick. It's whatever. I can't really do too much about it, but I feel like my drawing looks a lot like Jazza, and this does not look like Jazza at all. But for what it is, it's pretty impressive. Like, the fact that it can take a very sketchy-esque pixelated face and make it into that. I don't know what it does. It must have like a whole bunch of different images of faces, and it must just map out sections, and somehow it recognizes what is what. That's crazy to me. It's even got like the swoopy hair. That's awesome. It's a little sketchy down here in the shirt. It looks like it just wants to bleed into a shirt, but like it's even got a fabric texture, which is impressive. It's got realistic colors and lighting. I mean, it's not as crisp, obviously, as a real picture would be, but it's still impressive. Alright guys, well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you guys end up playing with this yourself, I would love to see it, and I know Jazza would love to see it as well, so make sure you send pictures to him and me. And I'll have a link to his video down below in the description, so you guys make sure to go check that out, because his is amazing. It's hilarious. He does some really cool things. So, guys, until next time, have a good one. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, then don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more. If you want to come watch me live, then join me on my Twitch channel. You can also follow me on my Twitter to chat and get frequent updates. So until next time, have a good one.